And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders all around the world. This is Mike, the FX boss, and today, everybody, we are going to bring all the knowledge together. Okay, so I'm going to show you so far from the manual, right? From the manual, what you should be able to do right now. So we are talking about the lessons, right? We are over the technical market structure, highs and lows, market behaviors, market structure trends, also called the market wave. It's how to trade trend lines. We're over trend lines, consolidation inside the trend, and news events, higher time frames and smaller time frames, and the trading time frame and the confirmation time frame. So we are now in here bringing all together from the manual. Alright, so today we're going to do a complete analysis of euro dollar. Okay, so stay with me and try to understand that this is what you should be able to do. This is what you should be able to do so far, right? If you've learned well. If you didn't learn well, pat yourself on the back. It's not a big deal. Just practice, practice, practice. And if you have questions or if you have a difficult time, send me an email, ask for help, right? By the way, if you didn't receive the free manual in PDF that you can download and study, and chart, write whatever, send me an email to mikefxboss@gmail.com, alright? Next, if you want to receive this little book of trading secrets, okay, with this beautiful man, with a beautiful car, whatever, so please visit the website fxbossfx.com, alright? It's for free, don't worry, it doesn't cost you a cent. And for extra classes, you can follow me on Dukascopy channel. On YouTube, it's called Dukascopy Academy, alright? It's the same knowledge, but if you want to double down, review some concept, or talk to me again live, okay? So let's go and let's do the full analysis, the complete analysis of euro dollar. So we're bringing the knowledge together right now today, okay? And we're going to chart with me. And the most important thing today, you and me, but it's about you, right? So you need to make some decisions, okay? Okay, you must decide on euro dollar, it's a buy or it's a sell, alright? I'm going to do it for you today, but bear in mind that this is the process, that's the formula, right? So without further ado, this is the CAD, let's euro dollar, alright? So we're going to go on the monthly chart first. Okay, so what we have learned so far? We have learned so far that the Forex market, lesson number 1, the technical market structure, we have learned in the simplistic way, that the Forex market is nothing more than a contract between the two countries, and those two countries operate similarly as corporations, as companies, and it's import and exports, and because the two countries want to maintain international trade stable, this is the logic behind the monthly bands. Then they sign the contract that, alright, the value of the euro compared to the value of the dollar, in this case euro dollar, can oscillate, or it cannot go, it should not go more than, so the upper band, shouldn't go more than 1.6 value, right? And on the lower band, it shouldn't go lower than, it's more or less, but 0.57 something, right? So you so far should be able to go on the monthly chart and correctly chart the monthly bands, alright? So sync in layout, and we have learned that when the market hits the upper band, then the long-term view it's to the lower band. Once the market hits the lower band, then the long-term view is to the upper band. From the monthly standpoint, the long-term view is decades, alright? So euro dollar long-term is down, exactly, okay? So euro dollar, talking about now, we are making decisions already, right? So we are going to write we're going to write long-term direction, and we're going to have short-term direction. All right, long-term direction, short-term direction. And so talking about the monthly bands, right? Monthly bands. You know, the long-term direction is, you said correctly, is down, right? So it's down. We're going to do something like this. Okay, now in between we've learned that, no we didn't, I told you that in between, and this is why this market is challenging, like every other market by the way, in between the market can do anything it wants. But long term, you know, should come if the two countries are going to respect the contract. Long-term euro-dollar should come down somewhere to 0 point. You know, those are areas anyway. Those are not lines to the pip. 0.62 something, right? Okay. Now, what else did we learn? We learned how to use trend lines. So we are going to go up in here. You know, what is a trend line? A trend line is a tool that conforms the trend. So monthly bands. You know, now we have trend lines, right? And on the monthly band we have just the long term. So the long term TL stands for trend line. All right, how is this market positioned long term? So it's a downtrend line, right? And we can see extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension. So the market is making lower lows, lower highs. So the long-term direction on the long-term trend line is down. Euro dollar long-term short, sell. All right. And lastly, we've learned about that the market waves, and we've learned that the market waves like extension, retracement, extension. So when the market goes from extension to retracement, then this could be the short-term view. All right. Now on the monthly chart, it's a little bit more difficult to spot. All right, we can still spot. So this would be the market wave, the green one, would be the market structure trends. So in here, we can join and say, okay, low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low, low to high. All right, now let's go step by step. So long-term direction, do we agree that it's not a big deal? No big deal, right? Monthly bands, no big deal, no brainer. Trend lines, no big deal, no brainer. What about the short-term trend right now? So if you work in an institution, you might be the analyst and you must tell your trader. Now your trader is waiting like, oh, up or down, you know, buy or sell. Okay, so learn today that it's nothing wrong that you can say to the trader, you know, which is yourself. You know, retail traders, we are the analyst and the trader in the same person. You're not a trader yet, by the way. Forex course 101, you're an analyst. All right, but you can say it's nothing wrong. You can say, well, I don't have a read. Make sense? I don't have a read. Try to use this vocabulary. I don't have a read, meaning I don't know what to tell you, trader. Okay, long term it's a short, it's a sell, no brainer. But short term, I don't have a read. Okay, and why we don't have a read? Well, we've learned some rules so far, and the definition of an uptrend is higher highs, higher lows. Agreed? So we have the low, we have the high, we have the higher low, but we are lacking a higher high, wouldn't you agree? So I have no confirmed uptrend to tell my trader or me by myself, retail, to buy. I have no confirmation, not yet. The definition of the downtrend, the market's making lower lows, lower highs. So if I take this high here, you know, then we have a problem in here. Why? Why is that? Because the market made a higher low. So I don't have a confirmation on a downtrend either. Does this make sense? no directional pattern. What are directional patterns? Patterns that are conforming or showing direction. I have no uptrend, I have no downtrend. Alright? So we had a class about different market behaviors. So what it's forming right now, it's a flag, right? Something like this. It's making lower lows, right? It's making lower lows, but it's also making higher highs. Okay, so I don't have a read. Me and you as retail beginner traders, you know, this is for advanced is different, but for beginners not tradable. Okay, so I'm going to say, well, I don't have a read. Okay, now what else? What else did we learn? We've learned that maybe, just maybe, you know, but it's not confirmed yet. We've learned about consolidations. But the consolidation to be confirmed, the market must hit the same levels, you know, 2 times minimum, right? Now, you must pay attention. Why? Because this is not a low. We have the first high, we have the first low, and this high, it's not formed yet. Okay? If you short the market right now, from the monthly, this would be a premature entry, make sense? Sure, this candle is still moving, yes sir, but you know, it's not closed yet, right? And today it's 1st of October, we just started, you know, it's a new month. Okay, so we've learned about highs and lows. You know, for this to be a valid high, it must now make 2 candles on the right, 2 months of price action. Okay, so this is the monthly chart, and decision making, you know, decision making. Long-term trend line is down, you know, monthly band is down, short-term direction. I don't have a read. Okay, everybody, make sense? There is no right or wrong. It's just there is no right or wrong on the style. How would you argument? What would you do? We're just trying to bring the knowledge together about. So I'm using the knowledge that I've learned, and now I'm charting and I'm making decisions. Make sense? Especially during the weekend when we are forming the weekly plan. We are preparing ourselves for the trading week, and we're trying to identify, you know, high probability trades. And part of understanding probabilities is the understanding of alignments. If I'm on the 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart, 4 hour chart, the more the monthly it's aligned, the more the monthly and the weekly are aligned with the 1 hour chart, the more the monthly and the weekly and the daily are aligned with the 4 hour chart, the higher the probability. Does this make sense? Alright, so let's go on the weekly chart now, and we are going to do exactly the same. Okay, so what is our job right now? Our job is to chart, our job is to analyze the chart on the monthly. We just did this. Now we are going to analyze the chart on the weekly, and we are going to make decisions. Does this make sense? For the weekly chart now. Okay, so decision again. Alright, so buy and or sell, right? Buy or sell. Okay, and here we have, you know, we have monthly bands, then we have the market wave, then we have the trend lines, then we have the short term trend. All right, then we have extension, retracement, extension. All right, buy or sell, monthly bands. See, everybody, I'm doing something different right now. You know, there is no right or wrong on the style. You know, we're going to write. So monthly bands is buy or a sell. Again, no brainer. You know, it's a sell. It's a long-term sell, right? Trend lines. We're going to do something similar to the monthly. You know, trend lines, right? So the the long-term downtrend line is down, so it's a sell, right? Now we're going to zoom in and we're going to chart the market wave. So it's extension, retracement, extension. So extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, yes, it's similar to the monthly, you know, extension, retracement, so extension, right? So market wave is a sell 2, market wave short, sell, whoops, market wave sell. All right, are we doing anything special here? No, we are not, but you must understand what is key, that you are basing your decisions from what you see. You know, like MC rep, yo, FX rep, you know, FX boss rep, yo. What is key? That you trade from from what you see. All right. Now, what else? Well, compared to the monthly, we can zoom in and we can chart the short-term trend, right? So we are going to connect low to high, high to low, 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 low to high. All right, and then we have high to low, low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low, low, high, high, low, and high, low, and we are here right now. Okay, the short-term trend, right? So short-term, we can identify short-term, all right, on the short-term trend. You know, so far, right? We can identify that this short-term trend is, what is the market doing short-term? Higher highs, higher lows, exactly. So the short-term trend, you know, short-term trend is it's a buy, see? We're not talking about entries, we're talking about direction. I'm analyzing a chart for my trader, which is me, retail, you know, and I'm trying to understand, figure out where is the highest probability, trying to implement the concept that the higher time frame controls price action and movement on the smaller time frame, you know. So I can clearly see that long-term euro dollar is pushing down, but short-term, what if you're a day trader? What if you're an intraday trader? You know, what if you're trading on the 15-minute chart? Then this becomes very relevant to you, right? And again, there is no right or wrong on the direction and what you do, but you know, see, if even though, do we agree that, you know, 2 months ago or 4 weeks ago, do we agree that if you would buy the 15-minute chart, that you would win? You can also take advantage and short, but you must be more skilled. But anyway, do we agree that from 1/7, so July, do we agree that from July still today the market was making higher highs, higher lows? So euro dollar on the weekly chart was pushing up. Agreed? And if you would trade on the 1-hour chart, 2-hour chart, 15-minute chart, you would have a better chance. Not right or wrong, just a better chance. Short term to buy. Does this make sense? And now it's a right time to take a pen and paper. Why this is crucial? Pen and paper, golden nugget for you, pen and paper. Let's write this down. For us to understand the short-term view. I cannot make consistent money. Let's write this down, everybody, or you. I cannot make consistent money. Just an example. I cannot make consistent money from the 15-minute chart I cannot make consistent money on the 15-minute chart with the visual from the monthly and or weekly. Why not? Because those charts, those swings are huge. Make sense? Now let me clarify this statement. I cannot make consistent money on the 50-minute chart with the visual, you know, from the monthly. What does this mean? So if the see everybody, if the monthly bands are positioned like this, you know, and this is the lesson number one. So the forex market, this is how it behaves, you know, it's between the monthly bands. Now the monthly band from the monthly chart, of course it's going down, right? But how many times the market pushed up for a few weeks or a few months? Look in here, pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. When the monthly and the weekly are going into a retracement mode on euro dollar, down market wave, down tech, down market structure trends, when the market wave goes into a retracement on the monthly and the weekly, guess what is going to happen on the 15-minute chart? Difficult question. Is going to go up too. So I cannot sell, you know, if I'm exactly the smaller the time frame, the more challenging it gets. But I cannot assume just because the monthly is going down and is pushing down and I can see it on the chart and the weekly is doing the same, I cannot assume that, oh, I'm just going to sell the 15-minute chart, oh, I'm just going to short the 1-hour chart, and oh, I'm going to win. It doesn't work like this. Okay, so I need to analyze the chart correctly and I need to figure out what is long term but also what is short term. Does this make sense? You can call me out, you have the recording, you can call me out anyway. You cannot win consistently on the smaller time frames, example the 15-minute chart, with the visual like, oh, monthly bands from the monthly. Okay, in the previous lesson you've learned the relationship. If you're on the 15-minute chart, then 1 hour is the confirmation time frame, not the monthly. Remember the previous lesson? Alright, so euro dollar weekly chart is short term is up, right? Short term trend, you know, it's up. Then what else can we do, right? To have a better visual, well, we've learned trend lines. So we can do something like this. This would be wrong, you know, a trend line is a tool that confirms the trend. This is the trend line, right? And this would be the low, you know, high, low, to high, to low, to high. Now, those two are not relevant, right? So we're going to readjust the trend. Okay, highs and lows. So higher high, higher low, higher high, and now bam, we are here. The market just made, right, a lower low. So this becomes the first down extension leg, right? Okay, and then what happened? Trend lines. The market broke this down trend line, do we agree? And start making low, high, right? And then what else? Well, trend lines again. The market broke the up trend line again and start making high. Come on, trading view. High, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high again here. So trend lines again, right? And the market broke the downtrend line again, and finally, you know, it started pushing up. So talking about the short term, right? Short term view from the weekly, you know, I'm going to delete most of the things. Delete. Okay, delete. Now there is no right or wrong on charting, but short term, now this is what it's happening. Make sense? The market's making higher highs, higher lows. Okay, so if I delete this one, what are we going to tell our trader? You know, The market's making higher highs, higher lows, but be careful, because maybe, just maybe, from the monthly, you know, now to the weekly, maybe, just maybe, we are in consolidation. Okay, and now from the weekly, this consolidation is confirmed. Okay, so we can say short term, you know, short-term trend is up. All right, short-term trend is up. We're going to delete this one, and like this. All right, so short-term trend is up, you know, monthly band is a sell, green market wave is a sell, trend lines is a sell, right? Trend lines like this, it's short, short-term trend is up, retracement, extension, retracement. So now the short-term trend, it's an extension, so it must retrace. Okay, now we have, so pattern equals to consolidation. All right, so consolidation. Okay, short term, you know, we are going to say down, right? See that there is no right or wrong on the style. You can say, you can put buy long term, buy short term, sell long term, sell short term. All right, so we are joining, you know, bringing all together. I'm trying to bring the knowledge together. Hopefully you're doing this with me, and now we're making decisions. Okay, monthly chart, we have the long-term view, it's sell. Now on the weekly chart, the long-term view, it's short, short, short. Okay, monthly bands is down, market wave still pushing down, trend lines pushing down. But then we have the short-term trend is up, and we have also the short-term trend lines are pushing up. Whoops, are pushing up short term. Okay, but we have also consolidation as a pattern. So I would tell my trader, all right, be careful. Okay, so we didn't learn candlestick formation yet, but if the market, this is the good news, this market is predictable to a degree. I'm going to tell my trader, you know, two things are going to happen, right? I'm smart, you know, it's really not a big deal, but I'm going to tell to my trader, if the market breaks this low, then we are going to sell consolidation, all right? And if the market comes to this level of support and goes back up on the daily chart or the 4-hour chart, making higher highs, higher lows, then we are going to buy again. Okay, and this is what Forex Course 101 it's all about, how to play chess with the market. If the market does this, I'm going to go that way. This is how I need to think. If the market does that, I'm going to think differently. I'm going to go in the opposite direction, opposite side. Does this make sense? But what is key? The skill is that I'm making decisions from what I'm seeing, not what I'm thinking. Does this make sense? 95 of you guys and girls that come to the Advanced Institutional Trader course, you have big issues because you speculate. I'm not judging you, I was the same, pat yourself on the back, but the difference between from a retail trader and a professional trader could be retail or institutional. Professional traders don't speculate. Does this make sense? You can write this down. I must grow up in understanding, and I need to change a habit that when I enter, I must not speculate. In the advanced course, you are going to learn about the institutional trader tools. You know, what professional traders are using not to speculate. We're all humans, you know. I'm like you, you're like me, makes sense? We're all the same. Psychologically, how our brain works when looking at the chart, we're all the same. But the skill, the train, the practice, you know, is different, all right? So we didn't learn candles yet, but it's falling, right? So if we zoom out and do something like this, then you know you can have you know, when you compare bull and bear points on the monthly, remember the monthly? Long term was sell, sell, sell. Short term, I don't have a read. Now from the weekly, we have 1, 2, 3 long term sell plus 1 short term sell, and we have 2 short term longs. So you can have a understanding, you know, like, oh, the balance, you know, it's where it's gravitating, right? You know, and again, there is no right or wrong. There is no right or wrong. It's a different probability. You can buy, you can sell, but going long or buy has a different probability today compared to going short. Does this make sense? It's a different probability. Now, and lastly, we need to go to the daily chart. Okay. Now, let me be frank with you. Okay. Let me be frank with you. Because I care and I want to help you. Okay. Don't do what I'm going to do right now. Okay. And it goes like this. Boss, teach me how to make money. Right? You need to work hard. So don't do this. Most of you guys, you know, because you don't want to do the appropriate work, not everybody, you know, but in general, you know, don't right click and sync in layout. It's true, you know, it's true that the monthly and the weekly, many times they overlap exactly, talking about the market wave. But you've learned that every specific time frame has its own market structure trends, has its own short-term trend, has its own trend lines. Make sense? So don't do this. And you know, I don't know everybody, but you know, maybe you're lazy. Does this make sense? And you don't want to go on the daily chart and chart the market structure from the daily chart, from the monthly bands, because you're thinking, oh, why do I need to waste all this time, you know, oh my gosh, look at how many swings, you know, and I'm going to do the market wave, you know, I'm going to say, oh, this is the extension, this is the retracement. Does this make sense? I did this too, by the way, and I'm telling you, it doesn't work. If you do this without doing the work, what's the work? The formula. What's the formula? Daily chart. When you're charting on the daily, everything starts from the monthly band. Oh yes, but period, end of story. If you want to work for me, if you want to work with me in the future, you know, with some institutions, I have a few partners who are looking for traders. You must go on the monthly band, junior analyst, and do the work. Make sense? This is the practice. If I'm doing something like that, you know, this is me speculating. Does this make sense? I don't know if it's true or not. Oh, but the monthly, every time frame has its own market wave. Period. And this is a charting concept. It's a rule. You know, every time frame has its own market structure trends. Okay, so don't do this. All right, we're going to do this together. Don't worry. Remove drawings. Okay. Do you want to be a millionaire trader one day? Good. Go when you are charting, you know, when you're building your charts on the daily chart, you know, go to the monthly band and start charting from the monthly band. Does this make sense? Oh, but this is time consuming. Yes, it is. Money, you know, big bucks don't come easy, you know, they do come, but you know, it's hard work, right? Okay, so we're on the daily chart now, and what we are looking at, we are trying to figure out extension, retracement, extension. Okay, so fair enough, what is similar to the monthly, right? And the, okay, what is similar? The trend line, you know, like and I need to readjust it. See, trend line, the long-term down trend line. All right, this is the same, right? But the market wave, look now, look what is going to happen. All right, so I'm looking, we are monitoring the chart and we are looking for retracements. Okay, now we know that the market is going up and down, but to chart correctly the market wave, I'm looking for extension, retracement, extension. All right, so low to high, this is not a low, this is not a, so see, this is not a retracement. Okay, so I need to find another one. I need to find a change in the short-term trend. Now we have low to high, high to low, low, I mean higher low, low to high. Now that's a retracement. Okay, that's a retracement, and see how deep this retracement goes. And then, so market wave, that's the high, that's the low, that's the high, that's the low, right? And how do you know that that's the low? Well, I'm looking for retracements, higher high, higher lows, right? We've learned all of this, how the market wave works, and goes back up, see, and the change in the short-term trend. So market wave from the daily, right? It's extension, retracement, extension, retracement, right? And we're monitoring, so it must make a lower low, you know, so we're looking for the retracement lower than this low, right? Market falling down, up and down, up and down, up and down, there you go. So here it goes, see in here, it's making higher highs, higher lows, right? So now that's the relevant low on the daily, and if we zoom in, that's the relevant high on the daily. All right, so the market wave, oops, see, this is not even, this is the extension, right? So this is the relevant low, not that one, not this one. Okay, and now we have a retracement here, market making higher highs, higher lows, and we are going to find the new extension lower than this low, which it did in here. And then see another change, you know, so it was extension, you know, it was retracement until up in here, right? And then it went and then extension, making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Agreed? So this becomes the relevant high on the daily. See how this is different compared to the monthly and the weekly? We didn't have market waves in here. That's now the low, you know, retracement, and it broke. See in here? Market wave on the daily, you know, and we're just following rules. Extension, I mean retracement, extension, retracement, extension, and it broke. Alright, so we have a new up market wave on the daily, and we are looking at what? We are looking for the change in the short-term trend. So that's a retracement, so the extension, let's code this in orange, so extension, retracement, extension, and it broke again. If you are asking or complaining, boss, why do I need to do this? Because if you're on the 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart, 50-minute chart, you cannot make money otherwise that you have a correct visual. Okay? It's impossible to make money on the smaller time frames consistently with the wrong visual. See how many mini swings you have here and a retracement in here? Monthly and weekly are pushing down like crazy, but the 15-minute chart, the 1 hour chart, the 2 hour chart, look how many times the market made a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Does this make sense to you? Boss, my head hurts. Download the video, re-watch it a few times, pen and paper, whatever, you know, send me emails, all right, ask questions. So nonetheless, the market broke the up market wave again, right, in here. Okay, so now we have a down extension leg, all right. Now let me tell you a trick, charting trick. If it's too much information on the chart, put a vertical line. Now that the market broke the up market wave, the up market structure trends, put a vertical line and simply disconsider. Don't bother with what you see from what is from the vertical line to the left. Don't bother. Okay, forget about it. Why is that? Because it's not valid anymore. Does this make sense? Once the market breaks a pattern, in this case the market wave, it's not valid anymore. It becomes irrelevant. Okay? So now we have the first down extension leg. I'm looking for a retracement, right? Market making higher highs, higher lows. So this is not a retracement in here. And I'm going to delete this one, delete. So now we do have, right? Here is the retracement on the down market wave, higher highs, higher lows. Okay, and I'm looking for I'm waiting for the next retracement. That's the next retracement, higher highs, change in the shortened trend, exactly. So it's going to be extension, red this time, and it's going to be extension, down extension, and it's going to be, see higher highs, see the retracement, higher highs, higher lows, retracement, see higher highs, higher lows again, higher highs, higher lows, retracement again. Okay, so it's extension, alright, and down extension again, alright, and down extension again, alright. I'm not going to ask you, do you agree with me? I'm going to ask you, can you understand that if you don't do this job, if you don't go on the daily chart, on the monthly band, then logically, this is common sense, then you are going to be unaware of this price action because it's not there. Your eyes, your brain cannot understand, cannot perceive this. And because you are going to be not right or wrong, but because you are going to be unaware, then you cannot take advantage of those price swings. Does this make sense? In other words, if I would have the correct visual, wouldn't we win trading extensions, example, on the 15-minute chart, 1-hour chart, 2-hour chart, every single time? Counter trend line breaking here, counter trend line breaking here, counter trend line breaking here, counter trend line breaking here. Or retracements, you know, you're on the 15-minute chart and you're a day trader, you know, trading the retracement. Counter trend line break to go long in here, counter trend line break to go long on the retracement in here. Wouldn't you win every single time? I'm talking about direction, not entry setups. Wouldn't you understand, oh, now it's time to go long on the 15-minute chart because the daily is going up? See, I did this. If we don't do this work, if we just put the monthly and the weekly market wave on the daily chart, then we cannot grow in understanding. Like this, if I have a loser, I say, alright, I lost, and I can see why I lost. I had a winner too, I can see why did I win. But if I put on the monthly market wave or the weekly market wave, you know, I'm still going to have the loser, but I'm going to be like, I'm going to scratch the head, you know, well, why this happened, you know, or I'm going to scratch the head, you know, on the winner. I don't really understand, you know, the monthly and the weekly are pushing down, but I went long on the 50-minute chart and I won, or the 1-hour chart and I won, but I really don't understand. Does this make sense to you? moving forward, right? And now the market broke the down market wave, right? You can use the trend line, you know, the market broke the downtrend line. Those were the relevant highs and lows, or the market broke the relevant high. Okay, now going back, we have the first up market wave and we are searching for the retracement. So high to low, low to high, high to low. That's the first retracement. You know, the change, we're looking for a change in the short-term trend. This is the second retracement, right? And this was then the third retracement, right? So this was back in time, charting, extension, let's make it green this time, and extension, up extension, retracement, up extension, retracement, up extension, retracement, and the market broke the relevant low again. So now we have down extensions, right? Almost there, almost there. That's the work. Stay with me, chart with me, you know. Vertical line, everything that's on the left, we don't bother anymore. It's not relevant anymore, right? So we have a down market wave, down extension, so we are looking for retracement, higher highs, higher lows. Violet this time, a retracement in here, not a retracement, not a retracement. There you go, this was a retracement, you know, higher highs, higher lows. That was a retracement, not really. So see how easy it is to make a mistake. Higher highs, this was the retracement until here, and retracement, higher highs, higher lows in here too. So down market wave this time on the daily, extension, let's color code this with blue, and down extension again, down extension again, right? Down extension again. We're looking for a change in the short-term trend. We found it. Higher highs, higher lows. That's a retracement. It was violet. Down extension. See how can you take advantage on the smaller time frames? If you would just chart in the correct way. Do we agree that we don't have those swings and mini swings on the monthly and the weekly? But we have countless opportunities on countless entries on the daily, right? And again here, the market broke the market wave again. Down market wave, right? Almost there, alright? See how this goes? The monthly and the weekly were down. Look now what happened. The daily is up. We didn't finish yet. Vertical line. Forget about what is on the left side of the vertical line. It's not valid anymore. So we are looking for the change in the short-term trend. So retracement in here. Lower lows, lower highs. Retracement in here. Lower lows, lower highs. Retracement not in here, and then it broke again. So this was the extension leg, up market wave. This was the next extension leg, up market wave, and this was the next extension leg, and again it broke, you know, this low. So now we have a down market wave again. Vertical line on the left. We're not bother with what happened on the left, not relevant anymore. So we're looking, it's a down market wave, so we're looking for a change in the short-term trend. So retracement in here, and basically the retracement goes to here, right? That's the retracement, higher highs, higher lows. Out this one. So down extension leg, and there you go. So the market wave on the daily chart, everybody, is down with the deep retracement. Alright, so we are here right now. Okay, and never forget, we talked about that consolidation. Most likely there is consolidation on the chart, and if we zoom in, you know, talking about the short-term trend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, lower low, lower high, and now higher high, higher low, and now it's falling, right? It's falling right now as we speak, and it didn't break this low yet, but when it breaks, this market is predictable to degrees. So short term on the daily chart, we're going to tell our trader that alright, the market is going to retrace and extend. So we are going to, and there is no right or wrong, we are going to take advantage of this price action if it's going to continue. Does this make sense? Alright, so on the daily, right, decision on the daily. So sell or buy, right? Sell. We have the to sell, we have the consolidation. Point for the bears, sell. Then we have to sell, we have the down market wave on the daily. Down market wave still, right? To buy, do we have a point for the bulls? The market didn't break the low yet, right? So far, maybe in a few seconds is going to be a different story. Okay, this is why professional traders, we do the weekly plan during the weekend. Okay, it's a skill, it's understanding, it's knowledge. Okay, what you're trying to understand, that it is going to take a year or more, alright? But after 1 year, 1 year and a half, you should not analyze charts during the trading week anymore. Alright? So buy, well, STT stands for the short-term trend. STT point for the bulls until it breaks this low. To sell, right? To sell, we have the to sell on the daily. You know, we have the long-term TL stands from trend line. You know, long-term trend line. Point for the bulls. Short-term, short-term trend line. Short-term TL stands from trend line. Short-term trend line is still up, right? From here to here. From here to here, market still in an uptrend line. Alright, so consolidation, point for the bears, down market wave. The blue one, green retracement, is down. Long-term trend line is down. Alright, anything else that we can implement? Okay, so talking about direction, before we finish, if you join the data, you know, talking about the force, what is the monthly telling you, where is the greatest force, plus what is the weekly telling you, where is the greatest force, plus what is the daily telling you, where is the greatest force. And you are comparing bulls and bear points that you can see it on the chart. What is the decision? And don't freak out, right? There is no right or wrong. This is the practice. Okay? The decision is, if you ask me, you know, it's sell. If this would be Friday and I'm predicting the market for the next week, you know, it would be sell. Short the market. Alright? And remember, we are not talking about timing. This is the next lessons. We are going to start the module. Next module, it's called timing and retracement trading. But sell short as a decision is about direction. Okay, don't confuse timing and entry and setups with the direction. So I've analyzed, hopefully you did this with me, we've analyzed the monthly and we've analyzed the weekly and we've analyzed the daily, and joining together what the market is trying to tell us, how the different players are looking at euro dollar, it's sell and short. Okay, now understand this. You can be right on the analysis, you can still lose. Does this make sense? But if you're right on the analysis, you are not going to lose 7 times out of 10. Alright? In conclusion, the better analyst you get, the better analyst you are, freeze disable red blocker. The better analyst you are, the better this profitability indicator on my FX book, it's for free, the more this profitability is going to get green. Does this make sense? Profitability in the Forex course 101, it's an indicator how good or bad, or more or less, how good or bad you are as an analyst. You are not a trader yet, but if you demo trade, and the more you win, you are going to win. Why? Because you got the direction right. Does this make sense? This is the logic behind, this is common sense. The more you got the direction right, long term or short term, it depends what you trade, the more you got the direction right, the more winners you're going to have. Does this make sense? Alright, give yourself an applause, pat yourself on the back. You did a great job today. I'm sorry to tell you, but you need to do the same then also on the we don't have time. You need to do the same on the 4-hour chart, on the 1-hour chart or the 50-minute chart. Okay, now let me give you good news. On the smaller time frames, 4-hour chart and below, you don't need to go on the monthly band. Alright? But you must go and you must start charting from the monthly bands, the monthly chart, the weekly chart and the daily chart. Otherwise, you are not listening to me. Otherwise, you're doing something your way. Otherwise, you are not following the formula from institutional traders, Make sense? Being an analyst, junior analyst, this is how it goes. It doesn't matter what tools or indicators you are using. This is the analyst practice. Does this make sense? Alright, see you back tomorrow with another lesson. Till tomorrow, stay strong. And this is Mike, and see you. Thank you. Bye-bye.